Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play European Universalis 4 as Sweden. We are now on patch 1.9.2, technically there, and it'll be interesting to see if that has any real effect on us whatsoever. I'm not sure how much of impact it'll have. Obviously, there's always the possibility of these various disasters, although right now there's no chance of that happening. Our force limits seem relatively stable. It will maybe have an impact on trade because of how trade backflows, but we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking more and more. I moved my capital over here to Copenhagen. Oh no, that's right. Okay, I was gonna say, but if I'm gonna take Lubeck, won't I want it there? I forget it's all the same trade node. All fine and good. We are in the war against the Hansa and Hungary and Poland and Saxe-Lauenburg and Utrecht. In the last episode, I think I was a little confuzzled about my ability to take Lubeck. If the province of Lubeck itself was still the capital of the Hansa, I would be able to take it because it's isolated. But because the Hansa actually took over Hanover, all right, and that gave them two contiguous provinces next to another. The AI did the thing that they do where they don't like having an isolated capital, and then they moved it over here. So it looks like the capital of the Hansa is Bremen. So in any case, no matter what, I would have been able to take Lubeck, but there you go. There's some extra stuff. And then the other thing I was thinking, if I recall the end of the last episode properly, was, hey, I'm in a war with Poland in here. Why don't I take some of their stuff? That would be good. Can I move through Mecklenburg? No, they won't accept. Rivalry. Do I not have a... I don't even have a diplomat or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish the siege over here, and then we'll probably end up marching all our troops into Poland and seeing what we can do at that point. We entered a royal marriage with France. Apparently that's something that I did at the last episode. Oh, Brandenburg might be a possibility. Yeah, they'd be okay with it as soon as I get a diplomat. Okay, that'll be much, much more convenient. Holstein, big army there. We got 46,000 men in Holstein, and it's not getting any attrition. That's a beautiful thing. We'll grab all y'all. We got these guys. We actually have two leaders. Let me merge this group up. That way I can assign a leader to this group. 6 fire. Nice. And we'll march you... no, that's fine. Can I not? Ah, there we go. I was going to say, what happened? Brandenburg just hadn't replied yet. We're going to do that. I'll go ahead and detach the siege here and send you forward as well. And detach a bit more of a siege. We'll have you meet up in Neumark. And there we go. Just march everyone forward. We do have to keep an eye on things a little bit over here. Still got a couple of people that are opposed to us. We've got... Wait, East Frisia is owned by Poland? No kidding. And Utrecht, and those are the Utrechtian troops. Interesting. I don't want to like bait them to come in here. We want to go and siege East Frisia and take it from Poland. I don't know actually. Frankly, leaving that little bit of Poland in there is fine. I'm more interested in gaining. It is in the Lubeck trade node, and it's an estuary, so for trade power, which is nice. But I think I'd be more concerned with grabbing more of the coast here, especially if we can get a nice contiguous run all around the Baltic. And we've got another estuary here. It's the other estuary. We got one estuary and we have an other one. All right, sorry. I apologize. Not that much, but a little. Let's go ahead. I don't know if it's carpet siege time on Poland. It doesn't look like they have much in the way of forces they can challenge us with. It might be a little early for that, but we'll get a little bit going. See what we can do. Won the siege of Lauenburg. Excellent. Looks like they're just hanging around in the province of Friesland itself. And yeah, we will want to grab this coast just to unify everything at some point. But for now, I'd say we're doing okay. I'm going to move these extra troops into Stad just in case these guys come over here. Then I'll be able to at least reinforce a little bit. Probably not enough to necessarily win a battle, but enough that the AI most likely wouldn't attack me. Which is what's of concern right there. Alright, I gotta not spread out my troops too much, but so far we're okay. Would it be nice... Where are my fleets? Alright, I've had this fleet parked forever, as people have pointed out. I really apologize for that. I know it's been driving people nuts. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use them to siege. I think just the way they were tucked in, I wasn't seeing them, or I assumed that, you know, they were all trading. Let's go and reinforce over here. Not sure we'll get there on time, but we'll try anyway. Put those troops up. That's not a threat. Wow, only 30% siege over there. May as well do it. No reason to keep everything in the southern Baltic. Oh, maybe we will get there in time. There we go. Just to make sure. It may not have been required. We still have manpower. Technically, we've dipped low enough. If we go and take a look at our manpower level, less than 25%. But don't we? I mean, technically not. Okay, when we lose a couple more people, then it'll be below 25%, in which case it'll become possible to get a peasants' war, which would be unpleasant. Extra people. We'll merge them up there, detach the siege, and then move forward. I'm going to... I don't know what my priorities are in terms of territory to grab. Honestly, I would like to siege maybe the entire north coast, get enough war score that way, and then figure out where I want to go from there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any troops for me to worry about, so I'm going to go ahead and really split up into carpet siege mode and see what we can do. Military alliance with Utrecht. Okay, well, they're all in the same war already, so it hardly matters. That. Detach and go there. You guys merge up. Detach that way. Get some war score against Poland. Can I piece up Poland separately? Yes, I can. They're not a co-belligerent, so things are going to be more expensive. But I can still separate piece them out, which is what's important. Now, this is going to be particularly bad for our for coalitions and things like that. But you know, we'll make do. Oh, I should really go and engage these guys as quickly as possible. As much as I can. Well, I know this is going to be some small stacks, but I just want to engage them before they get their morale ticks back. There we go. So that way we can just wipe them out. Wipe them out. All of them. Detach. You. Detach? No, nothing to detach. There you go. A little token there. Too many pop-ups! We got a holy war against the Micmac. Oh, that's, yeah, in North America. So we do have a North American holding. Some people were like, you said you wouldn't colonize. Well, it's not like I colonized. I took a colony. It's a world of difference. Now, it's too bad we can't get mercs over here. We'll probably have to keep an actual standing army. The idea at some point will be to continue to expand in North America. I mean, we may as well. It's there. But we didn't have to take any colonial ideas. And we're not going to have so many that it's going to become unwieldy. Unwieldy? 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 I think there's a Lee there. Alright, so now... Aha! There you go. See, I knew that. Now we're below 25% manpower. But I think it ticks. 0% progress towards starting. Progress is 0 each month. This new disaster system is going to be much better. Because, like, right now, in the old way, we might have never gotten a peasant war, or we might have gotten one the microsecond we went below 25% of our manpower. Because it's a statistical thing. Now that it's a build-up, we have a lot more control and you know, the ability to predict what's going to happen, which is a great thing. Bert Kent. And no, we don't want to be in Africa. We want to be over here. Lovely. So we're going to have to be ready to collapse our troops if some army does show up somewhere. I mean, Hungary technically has one, but I'm still counting on Lithuania to get some work done. They're doing pretty well. Detach some more dudes. Detach some more dudes. Detach some more dudes as these little armies get reinforced. We can keep doing this. On the siege of Stettin. Excellent. Move down. We'll get a full siege of the main part of Poland. They're still going to have East Frisia over here, but honestly, we're not going to be able to take that many provinces, because, especially because they're not a co-belligerent. There's going to be a real limit to how many provinces we can take. So, it doesn't really matter that we can't take the province of Frisia. Smash that. Excellent. Oh, there we go. Hungarian forces, as expected. Do we have a leader nearby by any chance? Oh, here. Okay, so yes, we will have one. Get you to stop. Get you to go there. I'm going to stop this reinforcement. I really want them to close. And then I'll just break all my sieges and reinforce quite quickly. Anyway, there's not much siege progress there. We can get this guy to move down. So went to the 7th. So we'll wait until the 6th. And then get everyone to come in. There. I'm going to break this siege as well. just to make sure we have those overwhelming forces. And that should be sufficient. Oh, no, he stopped! What? Alright, fine. Surprised, actually. Shouldn't have. Maybe there was 2 dates. Maybe I got confused about something. Or I merged something up. Possible. You go there, you go there. Inflict that war score damage. And we'll see what they'll be willing to give up. So yeah, all their provinces will be double war score cost. So we can't take as much. On the other hand, it doesn't change the cost of core or how much aggressive expansion we'll get or anything of the sort. So it's not quite as devastating. Take less, but it's not any more expensive. Are these Polish troops really? Poland still had an army kicking around. Oh, ran there. Okay, well, let's reinforce. That was a bit of a derp moment for me. Meanwhile, we're going to go here and just dissuade Poland. Did you have a 3-star general? Seriously? 4-5-3. Yeah, that's pretty good. Some props there. And Lithuania is going to jump in as well. As long as I don't just lose the battle, they'll reinforce and we should be okay. There we go. We got our reinforcements in time. We actually have superior numbers without Lithuania. So we're going to get engaged here. And while it will require breaking a lot of sieges again, kind of okay with that engagement. That is a stupid good general, though. You know what? Let me start this move right away. Yeah, I was hoping I'd convince him to just stop. But it's not the case. And we're not going to have a general around. Lithuania is heading this way, though, so we'll be okay. Anyway, you just go and smash that. Because the rest will be fine. So, carpet sieging was fine, but we definitely got to the point where, apparently, some extra troops showed up. So, I always carpet siege way too early. I realize that. Kind of a thing that I do. Shouldn't have actually merged them. I should have let them come in one at a time so that, to ensure that we got there in time. But it looks like we have, and now we have massive, overwhelming forces. Okay, let's go back to doing that. And actually, let me move over here to the coast, because those are the sieges I'm really concerned with finishing. Lovely. Oh, we finished that as well. Where are you running off to? Oh, probably all the way over here. Can you reach that? I suppose you probably can. Let me double stack over there just to feel a little bit safer. Yay, conversions. Merge you up, detach a siege, head over here. Convert Wessex next. Oxfordshire. Oh, because they have the zeal, because I think they just flipped. Detach a siege and then go there. That'll be okay. Alright, I think we're fine. There's a little bit of a risk over here. I'm just hoping we finish the siege soon enough. Because then we'll have 100% siege on the Hansa, which is pretty important. That is a fine fight. Was it just another group that was retreating there? It's possible. You hang out over there. Do some hanging out over here. Oh, we're done all the sieges there, so I can actually move my entire navy over here and get some numbers again. I'm going to move some extra men into, well, at least Stada. Move into here. Oh, Lithuania's going to take care of it for me. Thanks, Lithuania. What a good buddy you are. Okay. So yeah, we're there. Winning little skirmishes. Won the siege of Poznan. I might just pull back with my dudes. Or I'll just keep them in friendly territory. And cut down on how much extra attrition I'm getting here. While we finish all these little sieges. And maybe let Lithuania finish some of these. Okay, we've arrived there. Oh, they're attack me. Will I be able to get there in time? 19th. Yeah, I'll get out of there in time. Now, if they decide to attack me there, it'll be a little bit scary. Make sure we've got our awesome leader. So we'll have an 11 stack here. Slightly disadvantages numbers, especially if they decide to combine everything. We'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and merge up an army over here get everyone to go and group up for an attack. Okay, looks like these guys might just be coming over here, which is fine. Okay, Danzig went down. Memel went down. Memel's a very likely target for us to take in a peace deal. Just sort of squeeze them from both sides. Did lose the siege of Friesland, and now these guys might come over here, but as long as the Polish and Hungarian army are heading east, I'm going to be okay. You know what I'll do? Bait them into attacking me right here. Do that. I'll merge you up. I'm going to detach, go to Danzig. You stay in Danzig. We're going to bait them into attacking us in Poznan, which is entirely what they're doing. The 17th. So that's the 16th. And now I can take all y'all, go there, go there. We'll have slightly superior numbers. What's our relative tech? Hungary is military 11. We're 14. Oh, that's making a world of difference in this. Huge. Well, a lot of those other encounters went okay as well. That's going to be fine because we have superior stats. Now, Poland is reinforcing pretty heartily. Alright, I guess we're going to reset those sieges just to make sure we've got a few extra reinforcements. I think we're pretty far ahead of Poland. Yeah, Poland's only Tech 11 as well. We're going to be okay. We'll have superior numbers right now. We have our 2-5 general. They have their 5-2, so it's effectively the same. It's flat land, no river crossings, and there's no penalties, so it's just the fact that we have an extra 0.5 tactics over them and 15% discipline. I mean, part of the reason tactics are so high is because we do get the bonus from the discipline, but that's incredibly potent. Okay, using the fleet. Where's my actual transports? They're here, yeah? Break off these transports and not use them to siege. And, oh, there's some dudes here. I was going to say, I can transport over to East Frisia. Friesland's not as much of a problem. There's a few too many troops here. I should probably move back. I'm going to move back to Stade at least for now. And then we'll go and bring the rest of our army over here as soon as we wipe out all these guys. Nice. I don't think I'm going to chase them for the stack wipe, but what I am going to do, I'll merge this army because we are a little low on our reserve manpower. Now move them over here, and then we'll just go and smash whatever's left. You can move directly into there. That'll be fine. For dudes in Poznan. Right, as long as we finish that siege. And we've got enough people here to deal with whatever stack might be left over. I think I'll just pull back with that army. We can probably detach some extra dudes. And why don't we go ahead with my 7 heavies and 20 lights and go and clear out this fleet over here. Oh, we lost a bunch of claims against Russia. Now, we still, of course, have the Holy War CB. I'm not going to use a diplomat to fabricate a claim right now. And we get embargoed. So we just had I think we just had some truces expire or something. Wisna! May as well move you into there. Token siege there. Actually, we can actually do a real siege. We'll crush those fellows on the siege of Plock. Stuff. We do have 100% personal siege on the Hansa, as far as I know. For a while, I kept thinking Mecklenburg was part of the Hansa because the colors are the same, but it is Austrian, which is a little scary. You guys merge, and then down there, we'll detach troops and just bring them to friendly territory. Try to shave a little bit of the attrition off. Good. Now, yes, we're going to use our ships to ferry over there. Oh! We're already moving? You don't already have transports there. Does it show us what it is? Okay, tell you what, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to go there. I'm going to take these transports, move them here ahead of time, and actually I'll dock. Then we'll use as many forces as possible. I'll merge up, and the 2-5 is fine. And actually, the 5 maneuver is going to be really, really nice for this coastal landing. Because normally you get a -2 major crossing penalty for doing an amphibious assault. But with our high maneuver, I think we get to drop that. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and land here. detach a nominal siege and then go and smash these troops over here and de-siege our territory. Okay. Oh, occupied by Sweden. That's Lithuania. Getting work done. I wonder if Lithuania is going to get any claims on any of this stuff. If I click on them and then go to the diplomatic map mode. Yeah, actually. Or no, it's occupied by Lithuania. And if it's occupied by Lithuania, they're doing that. They didn't flip it to me because they actually have a claim. I could give them a province. They would like me very, very, very much if I did. But we really have limited war score to play with. Hey, converted Kent. How's the progress on our disaster? Non-existent. I don't know what affects the rate of the Peasants' War. Must be a percentage chance each month, maybe based on the manpower and or stability or something. Siege of Lublin. Go ahead and break that stack. Oh, we'll catch them and everything. Lovely. East Frisia has been won. We'll detach. Actually, let me merge. Group the army, select it, consolidate it, because we have no manpower. And you know what? Let's use overwhelming forces here. Especially since we're going in at half morale. I don't want narrow-mindedness, so we'll let Wessex take in heresy. And be okay. Peace offer from the Hansa. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. Military access from Cologne. Sweet. And we finish the siege of Warsaw. Yeah, I'll just pull back to somewhere just to reduce the attrition. I'm not going to bother sieging Hungary. I'm just going to group up my armies. So they're not getting attrition, then we're ready to counterattack if anything does pop out. Although I'm not really concerned that something will. Go and shatter that. Lovely. Now we can, I'll split my army, put half in East Frisia, half in Friesland. We'll let Cologne know that we no longer need their military access. Thank you very much. I'm not going to go keep my... tie up one of my relations. I could potentially cancel the one in Brandenburg, but I think I'm going to leave it for a little bit longer. Until we finish this war officially, anyway. Alright, you can stay there. That's fine. But yeah, Cologne, we're good. Thank you. Rule as we see fit. We can lose a bunch of money, or lose a stability. I'd rather not lose a stability right now, because the stability is worth a little over 100 admin points. And for 250 ducats, we can eat that. What's our actual income right now? We're making 23 a month as is. Making a crap ton from trade, great production. I mean, we have a lot of high tax-based provinces. That's despite the fact that we're at war and having to reinforce a bunch of our stuff. So that's nice. Good. Another siege done. Lithuania is going and kicking a bunch of ass all over the place. What a great pal Lithuania is. They're going to be pretty helpful as Russia continues to be an issue. Okay, I don't need any more sieges. Tell you what, I'm going to take all my ships here. I'm going to merge them all up in this sea, and then I'll detach the lights and have them go on a trade mission again. You know, for the first time in like a week. We're going to have some trade missions going on. Amazing how much money we're making, despite the fact that that was oof. Yes! We finished coring the last thing that we had to core. Cool. I mean, we'll probably get a colonial nation at some point. I think it'll end up splitting itself off if we get any more land, but for now we're okay. Got a good amount of power in the bank in a variety of different categories. Oh, these are my troops down here that I'm going to move up. Figure out what to do with you soon. Nice that Poland's not full defensive. That would have been quite frustrating. We've got tons of papal influence. Go ahead and bump up our chance a little bit more. Quite expensive for every tick, but we'll get our chance up and we'll see what we can do. Scottish peasants. Under siege there, but that's not really a concern. Scotland, bro, why are you having some issues there? What? Do that. Get an army over there and help take out their rebels. Right, but you're still moving, right? Yes, good. Excellent. Yay, another siege done. What we can, maybe we'll meet up over here in Marienburg. All right, well, we'll put a cut in here. Next episode certainly will be negotiating our peace treaty. We're at 94% war score as is, and that's without having to wait for the 5-year limit. It's only been a 3-year war. And if I peace out Poland, which I can probably do, I'll mess around with the possibilities during the break, and then we'll come back and work that out. If I piece them out, then I think we'll actually be at 100% war score with whoever's left, and we'll take care of those pesky Scottish peasants. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.